Yeah, I think Adam, we were waiting on his fitness because he had a injury about 4 weeks back while playing a game. So we needed to wait for his recovery and his progress. We had a report 2 days back saying that he's not 100% and he might not be able to, be part of a extended IPL. So we've realized that we need a replacement. We're considering that, but we've got enough resources yet, so we'll wait on it. I mean, the report was last night, so we need to gather that thoughts and see. But if you read the entire thing, the tournament is for 5 days, 4 days or 5 days in April. So till that time, there is availability. And when we got him at the auction, Sri Lanka Cricket gave us his availability schedule. So obviously that tournament wasn't part of that. So there is a conversation to be made. And once we get through that conversation, we'll let you know what's exactly happening, but it's way too early for us to comment on that, saying he's going to be unavailable or whatever. We'll see what happens. First question, Hardik, if you see his Instagram post for the last month and a half, you see he's been training really hard, so he's 200% fit. He's actually too fit, to be honest, but we worked on his skill in the last 2-3 weeks because that's something that he hasn't been able to, and he's in very good space and he's raring to go. With the international players, the Indians, I'm sure Rohit touched on that as well in the previous media conference. It's about the individual players, how they feel and all that, and there is a responsibility on the franchise as well, not just for the Indian players but for the other international players who's going to be involved in World Cups, to make sure that their workload is monitored and they've been looked after. It's good for the franchise as well because you want your players to be fresh and fit. So we'll do that monitoring, and we've been given all their workloads, what they have done previously as well. So we'll keep continuing, and those countries want their players to be match fit as well, play good cricket in a good space. You can't go to a World Cup without playing much cricket. So that balance is something that we'll definitely make sure that is being maintained, and hopefully, fingers crossed, no injuries for any other players. I think, I know that if you take every season, like way back 10 years, then there are higher numbers that we lose. But when I joined my first year, we literally won from day one and kept going. We lost few games here and there. So seasons are different, groups are different. It's about the momentum. Like I said last year as well, the cricket that we played, the brand of cricket, I'm very proud of the guys because we lost matches last ball. They were close games, and that happens in T20 cricket. So experience does play a big part in that, and the mindset as well. So I think every season you approach with a fresh mindset, different tactics. You're not playing the same opponents as well, different opponents. So we just have to go and see. I mean, IPL is a tough tournament, and we've seen that. Anything can happen. You get a bit of momentum, you go, and all of a sudden you lose momentum, then you lose because every team is strong. So the most consistent teams are the ones who try and get to the end and then move on. So it's not going to be different this year. So we believe we've got a very strong squad. Most areas are covered, and most of our guys are in very good form internationally as well as locally. We just need to get them to go out there and enjoy themselves and play some good cricket. Every game is different, and if you see, the players have changed as well. Every franchise have got new players, so tactically the finishers are different. The guys who have to do that role is different, so you need to plan differently to each and every team, and you don't harp too much on what happened last year. I think we've done those debriefs, and that season is done. And if you take most of our guys, they've performed much better during the season. They would have learned from that mistakes, and we just look into the new matches, plan and go through the processes, go through the planning again, and try and go and do your best. That's all I can ask from the players, and That's all. I want them to go out and give their best, and after the game we'll see what happens.